It finally happened. Finally. Coming around this corner now is a Type 6 MAX train, finally in revenue service. The first set of Type 6s got delivered shortly before Christmas of 2022. And on Thursday, January 16th, 2025, the first set has now entered service. Actually, technically this is the second set, as 601 and 604 were the first actual trains to be delivered. But 603 and 605 was the second set to be delivered and are now officially in service. This is amazing to see, and it is very, very cool that it's all up and running. It's taken a very, very, very long time for this to all be a thing, but we have now started a new chapter, and it's very cool to see. So let's talk about some of the new features of these trains. So exterior-wise, they do look a little bit different. They have Siemens updated headlights, and they have the new paint, something that the Type 5 trains don't have. And interior-wise, pretty much the most eye-catching thing right away is the new reader boards. These reader boards show a lot more, and there is some unexpected surprises that you'll get to see here shortly, but they will show in a much brighter screen, an actual screen and not a dot matrix display, what the next stop is. And it has a little clock in the corner and tells you what line you're on. The next things passengers might notice are the seats. The seats have much more in common with what we have on our Type 3 trains as they do with any of the other series of trains, and I've always found the Type 3 seats to be the most comfortable. They have the highest seat backs, and they kind of conform to the shape of a normal human being a bit more than some of the squared off smaller seats like you'll find on the Type 4s. So that's a nice bonus. The seat backs do look a little weird. The stainless steel backings looked weird, and while I'm talking about stainless steel, there are a lot less yellow things in these trains, making a nice clean look. Now the yellow poles are for low visibility, so if you are, visually impaired or whatever, you should be able to see the yellow better. But if you notice, the yellow is a lot more toward the middle of the train where the priority seats are anyways, making it a little more obvious where that area is. Other little things that have been updated include the HVAC system. If you've ever been on a Type 5 train on a very cold day, like the very first day of operation where it pretty much struggled to get out of the 30s and 40s all day, well, you'll know that the Type 5s can be very, very cold. The heat is not exactly super great. The baseboard heaters are fine, but it just always kind of stays cold in there, and I imagine that was supposed to be an energy-saving thing, and so that it doesn't cost as much to heat the trains, but it comes at another cost, and that's passenger comfort. The Type 5s are always cold in the winter, so the Type 6s are absolutely much warmer in the wintertime, and that is a very nice thing to see, and I imagine it'll be cold, nice and cold in the summertime too. I guess we'll just have to wait and see about that. The doors are another thing that you'll probably notice are different. Now, okay, the mechanism and all of that is basically the same as the Type 5s. They sound the same when they open and close as the 5s, but they have indicator lights. And these indicator lights will do three things. If they light up green, it means that the doors are ready to be opened. Every time the doors open, they will briefly blip green. Orange means that the doors are either open, or if they're blinking orange, that means that they're in the process of opening or closing. If, and I didn't see this at all when I was out, and you don't ever want to see this, but if the lights are red, then that means the door has been taken out of service and to not use that door and instead use a different door. Here's one of the surprises that I was not expecting. I thought it was just basically going to be an updated screen for the reader boards to display what the next stop is, just a much easier to read thing with the bonus of having the clock and all of that. But no, it actually shows a little map with a little Type 6 train on it, showing you what the next 2 stops are and what the previous stop was that you have left. So it's very cool to see that they actually kind of have some... It feels like it's finally in the 21st century, and it is very, 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 very cool. And what I will now do is I will now shut up for a little bit, and I will let you enjoy some of the things. I was here with my mom and my grandparents. We happened to be out this day, and so you might hear them talking in the background and chatting for a bit. That's fine. But I will have another video next week, which is going to be a solo ride that I took this very same day, Thursday, January 16th, from Gateway Transit Center to Hatfield Government Center. That's going to be next week's video, and so you can enjoy that, and definitely take a ride on the Type 6 trains. If you never take the Max because you're afraid of getting mugged or smelling drug fumes or something, let me just tell you that you're living in a fantasy world. The trains are not like that. They are not as bad as you think they are. And if nothing else, go and ride one. Like, go and check right now. I'll even provide a link in the description to Rose City Transit if I have to, so you can track 603 or 605 and see what line they're on. Go out right now and go ride one. Because, yeah, the ride quality is very similar to a Type 5, but all of the new things that are here on these new trains are incredible. So, anyways, go out and ride one and enjoy the rest of the footage.
Take this one. Oh wow, that reminds me of when we go to Seattle. I took a video. Yeah.
You are kidding.
That's his one that follows him all the time.
How?
Do you want to go on that one instead?
No. I'll take 605 over 405 any day.
The doors are closing. Train departing. Please hold on.
can tell it's very new.
Air Complex, Hillsboro Airport. Doors to the left. Eastbound Blue Line train to Gresham. Línea azul en dirección este a Gresham.